Hey, welcome back to Beauty by CD. I'm back. So today I'm doing a recreation of a Cardi Red look that I saw on Instagram. If you go on my Instagram, Beauty by CD, you will see the deets. So I am starting out with Matchbox Photo Finish. And for my eyelids, I am using Groundwork by MAC. It's a paint pot, followed by Anastasia's Highlighting Duo Pencil in Matte Shield shell actually. And then I got this new eyebrow thing going on. It's by Steliza. It's called Smoky Quartz is a color, and I'm using that to fill in my brow. And I try to take my time on my brows because I definitely want them to match up. As you see, I'm trying to make sure that they are twins and not cousins, but whatever, we try. I set my eyebrows just now so that the groundwork paint pot would just matte out and I can follow my shadows soon to come. So for this, because my skin has been going through it, I use, who was this by? Oh my God, I can't think right now. It was by Makeup Forever. I used Marin Rose Pink Brown and a Rust Brown to kind of conceal and just help my skin along with all of the damage that's been happening. I've been breaking out, and then whenever I break out, it takes a long time for the spots to go away, etc., whatever. So for my eyes, the inner crease, I am using Primavera. For the outer crease, I'm using Cypress Ombre. And for the middle, that bronzy color is called Antique Bronze. And this is all by the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, as you see. This is a Marc Jacobs pencil that I'm using just to darken my lash line. The look that I was recreating didn't really have like a wing or anything like that. And I love a wing. So I just did a little bit on the lash line. I'm using mascara Better Than Sex by Too Faced, and I'm getting my lashes ready for my falsies. And these are by Lene. She has this lash line, which I love. I bought so many. And these are called Yonsei, Yas, because they are Yonsei-fied and they're very fluttery. And the look that I was recreating had very popping lashes. The only thing about these lashes is I probably could have moved it in a little more closer to the inner ducts. When I look back, they were not exactly twins, but whatever. I've seen worse. So whatever. You probably would have known if I didn't tell you. So I just shouted myself out. So going into my skin foundation routine, which I'm loving, NARS. I'm using All Day Luminous mixed with Macao Natural Longwear. I kind of did both because the All Day Luminous is very like moisture rich, and the Macao Natural Longwear is a little more dry, and I wanted to have like a dewy glowy look but not oversaturated. So this is actually Naked Cosmetics medium dark, and I'm using that to highlight because I want to go a little further in my makeup. So I'm trying a little highlighting. I don't usually do it all the time, but for the purpose of this video, yes, I'm going to do it. So I'm highlighting the way I highlight. People do it differently. You can do whatever you like. Highlight whatever you want underneath your eyes, top of your, not your temple, but right between your eyebrows, Cupid's bow, everywhere that you saw that I highlighted. And I sometimes use a sponge, but not often. I did for this time, and I went right back into the brush. So I'm using this brush, and it's like the artisan brush, but it's not the artisan brush itself. It's like the designer imposter version. And I got them from Groupon just to try the brushes out first. It does the same thing to me. I like this brush because I can get into those little fine areas and contour my nose, which I don't really do all the time, but I wanted to do it for this video because I wanted to snatch everything. Snatch everything. So I'm going into my palette. Do you guys like this brush? This brush is made for contouring. It's very thin and angular so that you can just get those spots. See how I'm getting the nose? I'm just hitting every angle. The only thing with this is you can get like a strong line, so you want to make sure you blend and brush them out. I just used Laura Mercier's setting powder. I did go over it with Stila Natural Glow just to make it a little bit more lighter because that highlighting area is where I want it to pop the most. And I got a lot of Inglot's powders recently. So I use Inglot's powders dark brown. That's not the name, but I'm trying to describe the color. Once you pop them out of the palette, you know, you kind of create your own thing. So you go with whatever color you need. And I went for dark shade to help along with the contour. Anyways, so for my eyes, I'm going back into the palette, the Renaissance palette, and I'm using Cypress Ombre and Antique underneath just to kind of pop it out again because that's what the look required. It required some rimming, and then I didn't have a white pencil, so I went right back into that Makeup Forever palette, the one that has all of the correction colors, and I put that white right in the middle, well, not in the middle, on my lash line, my waterline, to create that white look, which makes your eyes pop out a little bit more, and it made me tear up. That's why I started curling my hair, to kind of give it a break really quickly, and I went back into it to pop it up. See how Carly Red has that white underneath the eye? Yeah, okay, I just wanted to show you that real quick. Now back to me. So I went back in and I put the white in again, and then I did go back and I set it with some powder to keep it from moving. This is a lipstick by, I want to say it's Urban Decay. I bought like a whole bunch of lipsticks and it came with this color. It's called Mega Red, number 714. And I went over it again with the MAC Retro Red. It's a lip stain. I just put that over it so it can have like more of an orangey red pop. And it did the job just fine. And then for my cheeks, I didn't want too much of a heavy blush, so I went into the blush kit and I used Vegas and Chocolate in the Anastasia kit. Very cute. And then this glow right here is by MAC Skin Finisher, and it's Super B. Super B is like that oldie but goodie, but not so oldie. And I took that out and just popped it right on the cheeks to give me a little bit of a glow. I'm usually kind of an oily person, so I don't like to do too much glow because it makes me look kind of cray-cray. So anyways, I'm using Cover FX to set my face. And I learned this trick by a makeup artist when I went to the makeup show recently. And he didn't spray the setting spray on the face directly or immediately. He sprayed it on a Kleenex and then he dabbed like I just did before this video continued running as I was talking past it. Anywho, that's my little tip and trick for you. Spray your finishing spray on tissue, Kleenex, Bounty, and then tap your face. It kind of helps it like seal the deal. It gets in there a little bit more. If you ever noticed when you spray your face, sometimes, you know, if you're not careful or thinking about it, you might spray your face too closely and you're wetting your makeup, and then you just kind of leave it like that, like, okay, I'm cute. But I do like the concept of wetting the tissue and just like pressing it into the skin ever so gently. Anyways, you guys, this is a finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I did recreate a look. I'll put the makeup artist that I got the look from. She created it for Carly Red. It was a contest. I didn't win, but I still got the video. Thank you guys for watching. Beauty by CD.